Okay. So, like the title says, this is gonna be the last run with the Misfits franchise for a little while before I move on to doing a different type of series. Might still be with franchise, but I've got some other ideas that I've been wanting to try out, and obviously sometimes you need a break from certain saves, and so I think that's what I'm gonna do with this one. If you watched last night, hey Bling, how's it going? How did you end up streaming today? I don't think I saw any alerts for it, but I also saw that you said you were gonna try out a different time as well. So it's like 1 a.m. for you right now, if I'm doing my math correctly. 3 to 4 hours. Okay. I'll definitely have you open then in 3 to 4 hours. Battling to sleep. Oh no, that's not good. Just maybe drink some caffeine or something if you're trying to stay up. So what we're doing today is doing the one last run. I built the team a little differently this coming up season than I do normally. So we added some players and essentially stacked the team. We have a bunch of first liners in the bottom six. We've got the chemistry really high. We've added a couple all-stars on defense as well. And then we also added a different goalie, a little more experienced goalie ahead of our younger goalie. Take some of the pressure off him. And all of this is hopefully going to lead to at least a good playoff run, if not a Stanley Cup. So we'll see how it goes. We went through the preseason, and so now we're going to start the new season. Hopefully things go a little better. Because we've had good starts to the season, and then it kind of drags off a little bit after that. Okay, yeah, sounds good, Bling. I'll talk to you when you come back. Thanks for stopping by. I'll also probably watch your stream in a few hours when you start. Lots of losses to start here, which isn't ideal. But like I was saying before, in the past we've had huge starts to the season where it looked like we were gonna make the playoffs, and then it just kind of died off at the end, and then missed the playoffs. So it's kind of been frustrating. I haven't made the playoffs in 8 seasons, this isn't a very good start, but it's only 1 month in, so we still have 82. We still have the whole 82 to go, so 82 games. That's funny because I was going to actually pick up Beauvillier, but he doesn't really fit in our lineup, so I'm definitely not going to trade for him. But yeah, that record doesn't look very good to start. A couple overtime losses are okay though. Look, Marco Rossi's leading the team in points. I had a feeling that this might happen because I was trying to make the chemistry as good as possible, but that also forced me to put Texier on the bottom line. Even though he's one of our best players. No, he is our best player. He's 89 overall. Nobody else is any. I think the next closest person is 87. Oh no, there's 88. Josh Hosing is 88 as well. So let's make some changes here. Wolf is a third liner. I mean that's okay too. Look, so make a couple changes like that, and we still have +3 chemistry on the middle six, which is perfectly fine, and we still have +1 on the top line. So I'm perfectly okay with that. Let's see, we got a two-way forward, and a sniper, I believe, and then we've got a playmaker with a playmaker and a sniper. So I wonder if we go. No, I feel like hosting on the first line might be better. A playmaker playing with two-way forwards than a sniper, because then at least Gerber will be playing with a playmaker in Rossi, and then you got a sniper on either side of playmaker, because Duclair is a sniper too, I believe. So we got sniper, playmaker, sniper. We got playmaker, two-way forward, and then we've got two-way forward, power forward, and a playmaker. And then we got a sniper, two-way forward, and a playmaker on the bottom line. I wonder if we put. Oh, it's better that way, I guess. Wonder if Athanasiou fits better on the top line. Nope. He actually fits better on the top line instead of Hosing. Wonder if Hosing fits on the third line better. Nope. It says that Athanasiou is a third line, and I don't really want to bury Hosing down to the fourth line, considering he's a second line winger. Alright, let's give those few changes a look and see what happens. Okay, 6-5 win. That's not bad. And another 6-5 win, but in a shootout this time. Against Philly, both times. Okay, we're on a winning streak, so that's not bad. Back to 500. Just, I hate these losing streaks. Too many losses in a row can just really mess up your season. Another shootout loss. If you can, like, I'm fine with losses in general, just like, sometimes I wonder if it's the game, the code in the game that just like, I don't know, for whatever reason causes a bunch of losses in a row. But then I don't see a ton of wins in a row usually. You get like one win and a bunch of losses, one win and a bunch of losses. But so far it seems it's kind of evening out. Getting some wins here now, so that's good. Just need to go on a bit of a win streak to kind of get ahead of the losses that we've got here. We're in December now. We're 9, 10, and 5, which isn't terrible because we haven't let the losses get away from us yet. But we need to get on a big win streak here. So Marco Rossi's leading the team in points still. Let's take a look at what's going on with the rest of our players. Kopaka's doing okay. Texie is still pretty close to a point per game. Hosing looks like he's struggling a little bit. I mean, 17 points is still pretty good, but Duclair's doing alright. Rossi's the one that's really elevated his game, and then Gerber's having a good start to the season too. Wolf is doing alright. Doc is doing good. Sorelli. And then there's our rookie that we just drafted. I mean, it's hard to expect a ton for the fourth line. We'll go to defense, see what's going on there. Okay, so Cedar's putting up some penalties here, which can be killer. Soderstrom is not really putting up the points. But he's not putting a ton of penalties up either, so that's okay. Gerard's putting up the points, though. Koryolev is, I mean, his plus-minus isn't terrible, playing 20 minutes a night. So, I mean, that's not bad. As a 20-year-old, that's not bad at all. Calfoot seems like he's playing solid at +6 on the bottom pairing. Same thing with Addison. He's for once in his career, he's a plus player so far. It seems like putting him on with Calfoot actually is good for his game, it looks like, so hopefully that continues. Goalies, so Samsonov's improved a bit. He was at over 4 goals against average, and he's very close to 900 save percentage. The wins aren't really there yet. 7 wins in 20 games. And then Haken also is having a difficult time with only 2 wins in 8 games. So hopefully it picks up a little bit. I think I'll sim half the month. And if we don't see improvement, I won't trade or anything, I'll just make changes to lines and stuff. And maybe some strategy changes. So I'll sim right up to the 15th. Alright, so we're on a 3-game winning streak. Probably going to end here against Boston, as it always does. Yep. At least it's an overtime loss, though. And then there's another win, so we're on a big point streak at least. So that's good. There we go. This was exactly what we needed. Get some wins, get a nice line of wins and points. And there's a loss, but that's okay. So let's continue on. I'll go until the 24th. We'll have 4 games left for the month. So if we go on a big losing streak and we even things out again, then I'm gonna have to make changes. Oof, a shootout loss against Montreal. Oh, yeah, see, there's the losses that I'm talking about. Okay, we got a win, but we went on a 4-game losing streak after being on a big winning streak, or at least not a big winning streak, but a big point streak. So we had 3 wins in a row, and then we had an overtime loss, and then we had 2 more wins, which is that's 6 games in a row where we got at least 1 point. 5 of those 6 games we got 2 points, which is huge. And then we just go right on a big losing streak too. So I mean, it's just so inconsistent and it's a little frustrating. I'll sim these 2 games, and if they're both not wins, then I'll make changes. I mean, LA's sucks, and we lose to them. Anaheim's pretty much not that good either, and so we win. Okay. Vegas is having a decent year so far, and so is Edmonton. So I mean, if we can beat them, I'll be happy. If we can't, then I'm definitely making changes. There's a loss, and there's a loss. So let's see what's going on, who's struggling and who's playing well. So Marco Rossi is having a great time. He's laughing on the second line right now. And look look at the lineup. We're 4th in the division. We're only a couple points behind Vancouver right now. But we're also just a 500 team, and Vancouver's also only a 500 team, but they've also played 3 more games than us. So we'd probably be tied with them if we played the same amount of games. But obviously you want to be in the top 2 just to make sure you make the playoffs. Being in the bottom or in the middle is not always the best way to go about it, because then there's a chance that you end up missing the playoffs. So let's see. Okay, so Kopaka's not necessarily putting up the biggest points for being on the first line. His offensive awareness is 86, which is good. It's top 6, but it might mean that he can't exactly keep up with Texier, who's like our best player. So we might need to find somebody who's got a higher IQ or something. Like Marco Rossi, who's got the 90 offensive awareness. Unfortunately, he doesn't fit on the first line. Hosang, what's his? So he's got 93 offensive awareness. So I wonder if I just scrap the chemistry and just put these guys together to see if something can happen. And then we can put either Kirby Doc, who's got 92 offensive awareness on the second line. And let's do Claire's offense. 89 offensive awareness. Hey Bling. Welcome back. We got Gerber, who's got the 99 offensive awareness. Okay, so that might help there. And then we move Sorelli to center. Switch these guys. Let's Duclaire's I think was 89, okay. How was you were at Point Break. How's Point Break's stream going? I don't think I've actually been to one of Point Break's streams before. What kind of stuff do they stream? Oh, hockey and Call of Duty, nice. That's cool. I'll have to check them out. Let's see, I think our defense are doing okay. They are minus players though. Not crazy minus though, so we might just end up keeping them as is. Samsonov's getting more W's, so that's good. Hawkins still struggling. What is our AHL team looking like right now? Kirk is putting up the points. What's Akil Thomas do too? Yeah, he's doing good. What's Slater doing? What's his... Yeah, he's struggling. Alright, let's sim through again. Oh, you know what? We'll take a look at the strategies to see if there's any changes we could make. Forecheck is passive. Maybe we do aggressive. Neutral zone. Yeah, let's be an aggressive forechecking team. That might help. Offensive pressure, we're a very offensive team, so if we have the offensive pressure on aggressive, that might help. And then defensive pressure, we have very skilled defensive and offensive defensemen on our team. So I think we can rely on them to be positioned well, but also put on more pressure on the defense. Strategy staggered is always good to stay a good mix of high and low. Penalty kill, I think that's fine. Power play. So we have a very advanced defense. So I think if we set up the umbrella, that might be advantageous for them. And then carrying the puck in on the power play is always good. You don't really want to dump it in because you're giving up the puck. You're just shooting it in their zone and hoping that you can go and get it before they do, but like 80% of the time it doesn't work. So, and then I think that's all good. Offensive line. Pairings. Let's just keep them all the same and not put pinch too high up on there. Oh wait, let me go back there for a second. Yeah, I don't want them to be pinching too much. That could be what's causing the goals against. Getting the odd man rushes. but shooting on net is never a bad thing. So that could equal more goals for putting them on the net more often. Okay. So let's sim through. I think we're in the month of January. We're just finished the month of December, so we're going into January. So let's sim up until the 12th of January. See if these changes we made helps at all. There we go. There's a couple wins. If we beat Vancouver, that's always a plus because we're in the same division as them. There you go, there's a dub. Same with Edmonton and Calgary, all in the same division. So we lost to Calgary, but we won the other 4 games. That's not bad. Let's continue on. So San Jose is not having a great year. Pittsburgh's having an okay year. Toronto's having a good year. Ottawa's having a good year. Montreal's not having a great year. Okay, so Toronto and Ottawa really are the big worrisome teams. I don't know too much about the rest of the other two because Pittsburgh's stars are retired now, so I don't know if they have young guys that are just like us that are just ready to break out or what's going on. And Ottawa's a little bit of a wild card because their team hasn't been very good for a while, so they could have like a bunch of stars and just kill us, so we'll see. I'll just sim right through all these games and we'll see how they go. Okay, so we lost 1 in overtime and 1-1 in overtime. Toronto, yeah, a big loss to Toronto. They're a good team. We beat Ottawa though, so that's good. And then we should beat Montreal. Yeah, we did. Okay, good. So we got points out of all of them except for 1 game, so that's good. The team's improving, 23 and 18. So once we get, here's the thing I was talking about earlier, is when, so my team's in a playoff spot right now at 23, 18, and 8 as their record. Around this time is when things start to drop off a cliff for some reason. So we'll see what happens. I'll sim this last game of the month and then we'll go and look at the standings and the stats. We'll take a look at things like our power play and penalty kill to see if those need to be changed. Yeah, so we lost that game to San Jose. That sucks. We shouldn't be losing to them. They're not having a great year. Yeah, so let's look at the standings real quick. So yeah, we're in a playoff spot, essentially in 3rd in this Pacific, ahead of the Ducks and Canucks. The Flames are really far down there, and we lost a big game to them too. And the Sharks, we've been losing to them as well. That's not good. We need to win those games against those teams. Okay, so let's take a look at. Oh, it looks like Texier is leading the team in points now. So look, maybe Rossi's dropped off a little bit. So we'll go to team stats. We'll go by the entire league. So Minnesota is just killing it. They only have 11 losses. And same thing with Toronto. Toronto and Minnesota are just killing it. Tampa Bay's still a good team too. So we'll go by goals for to see if our team is scoring enough goals. So not in the top, whatever, the top 8 or 9 in goals for, which isn't a good sign. Are we in the bottom? Oh. So we're down here in goals for. So we need to score more, and I just recently changed our offensive strategy, so hopefully we can score more. But we are in the bottom 7 or 8, which isn't very good. So hopefully that improves. We'll go to goals against, and hopefully we're not up there in goals against. Hopefully we're near the bottom, but I don't think we are because we've had some big scoring games. We might even just be in the middle. Yeah, we're right in the middle. So that's not bad. And I think our goal scoring is going to go up, so hopefully that evens out a bit. We have more goals against than goals for, which isn't a good sign, but hopefully that changes for the last half of the season. Power play goals, I don't think we're really high up on there either, which I also made changes to, so we're closer to the middle. Power plays, where are we? With drawing penalties, basically, is what this is. Not really up there in drawing the penalties. Our power play percent is good though. Compared to the rest of the league though, it's not. Jeez, 36% power play percentage? That's crazy. It's in real life, a good power play is like 20 to 25%. Like that's a really good power play. So the fact that there's teams that are a bunch of teams that are 27% or higher is just insane. We're like in a good spot. Statistically, we're in a good spot, but compared to the rest of the league, we're at the lower end of on the power play. Shorthanded goals against looks like they're low, which is good. Only 2. Or I thought I only saw 2. Maybe it's 3. Oh yeah, it's 3. That's not bad though. There's still teams that have 7 and 6 and 5, so that's not bad. Power play goals against. Looks like we're probably in the middle. Yeah, right in the middle. How many times are we getting shorthanded compared to the rest of the league? Yeah, so we're up there in getting penalties. We're not a very disciplined team, I guess. Our penalty kill looks like it might be good. I mean, 86% is pretty good in real life, but usually you see teams in real life, you see most of the teams being around 86%, and a lot of them are under 80%, which just tells you that because I put scoring up in this, that it's just causing a lot of problems with our goalies and penalty killing and power plays. Everything's kind of out of whack because of that. So, but in comparison to the rest of the league, our penalty kill is right up there with the good teams. So that's not a bad thing. Shorthanded goals for. Looks like we're probably in the middle of the pack, which isn't bad. So I think it's mainly just scoring that our team is struggling with, which I did make changes to already. So I think we're just going to have to continue on with what we're doing. We're playing Minnesota, which was the best team in the league at the moment. Okay, so let's go. So we're playing Minnesota twice in the next couple of games, so if we can win one of those, that would be good. And then, oh, Columbus is a good team too. So we're facing some difficult teams. So is Vegas. Okay. So I'll sim to the Vegas game. If we can win 2 of these 4 games coming up, so we've won 2 of them already. So that's a huge. That's good. That's really good. So if we can win 1 more. Okay, so we won 3 of 4 so far. If we win this other game, like that's a home run times 2. These are some big wins against really, really tough team. Okay, so we lost that game. But 3 out of the 4 wins is still a home run. Like, I was only expecting 2 of the 4 wins at best. Because all 4 of those teams are good teams. Oh no, sorry, St. Louis isn't that great of a team. But 3 of the 4 teams are good, and then we've also got Vegas coming too. So I'm not expecting a win, and if it is a win, it's going to be a close one probably. But we beat Minnesota and Columbus, so it's possible. Yeah, we got some tough teams coming up. Let's see how they go. An OT loss, so that's not bad. It's a close game, which is a good sign. A big loss to Winnipeg, which isn't good. So I'll sim this one and I'll jump in. Halfway through the 3rd, probably. Oh, they got Sagan on Toronto. Interesting. Okay, so it's still 2-1 for Toronto. Sagan scored both goals for them. Oh, they scored. So Sagan's got a hat trick. And it's 3-1 still going into the 3rd. 4-1 now. Dahlin. They got Rasmus Dahlin on their team. Wow. Okay, I'll jump in now. We're exactly halfway through the 3rd period. We're home, so we're gonna wear our alternate jerseys, which are my favorite ones. Absolutely love these jerseys. That's one thing I'm gonna miss is, because this is gonna be the last season I run on stream for a bit for this franchise save, is those jerseys. I really love those jerseys. But I look forward to making a new jersey for a new team, because I love making jerseys, especially if when they turn out nice. It's pretty fun. It's a underrated part of this game is creating the uniforms.
The Flames are next up on the schedule.
Some guys will know that. Some guys just leave it until they get through the current game. I think it's better to know a little bit about what's coming down the road.
And that's intercepted. Ukraine's got the puck along the boards. Nice feed from the right wing. Centering pass.
Oh, there's a goal.
Scores, and look at the flare with the bottle ray.
When it spins in the air and the water's flying around, it looks awesome. Oh.
This neutral zone face-off set to go, and we are back underway.
That was a bad giveaway.
Tried to make a move, and the
okay,
puck hops
more
away.
giveaways, I guess.
There are times you try to do too much. He's got good hands, but maybe a more simple play's the right one there.
And that pass goes awry. Moves the puck. Here they are on the attack.
Oof.
Oh, Ray, I'm sure he's going to be shaking his head over that one.
Yeah, you just don't get many of them. And when you do get a chance, you want to put it on target.
Ukraine's at the line. Breaks up the pass in the defensive zone. Ukraine's got the puck here in the open ice. Shuts
they got
down.
Demko in net.
Demko's save percentage has been outstanding. You come to expect that from him, and it's kind of nice when the forwards do their part too.
Here in the back half of this period, Ukraine's still down by 2 goals in this one. And with the 2 tied up off the face-off, a great read to grab possession of the puck. The Leafs will play it from the defensive zone. Nylander's looking to break out from behind his own net. Couldn't find the intended target. Handles the pass at center. Puts it on net, and there's the save.
Ooh, I almost got him 5-hole there.
Demko's got the puck. Boy, he's been under fire tonight.
Been really sharp, and in a close game, you can't make a mistake that costs a critical goal.
Ukraine's won the draw, and they'll go to work. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. And misses on the tip.
Ukraine's bench groans. They miss another chance here late in the third period.
He got all of that one. And now it's over to Mulligan. Uses the force on that hit. Taken along the wall by Nylander. And he connects with the long bomb. Here's a chance, a 2-on-1.
Oh, that should have been a goal.
Up with a stick in front. Unleashes a cannon. Denies him with the save.
All right, let's get the third line going.
Sagan's shot is among the league's best, and as a result, he's in the top 10 in goals this season.
Here in the later stages of this period, Toronto's been the better club as they hold a 4-2 lead at this point. The Leafs will play it in their own end. Feeds the puck over to Konechny. Big open ice hit.
Wasn't ever. He really closed off the
bad
room.
giveaway.
Nowhere to go.
Quick pass to Sagan. Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. The Leafs gain possession along the wall. Dishes it to Konechny. From along the walls, they're gaining momentum. He says, let's get physical on that play. Tries to feed it over to Cirelli. Along the half wall with the puck.
There we go. All right, we've got 27 seconds to get one more goal.
They stayed right
Tie it
on.
up.
Once they got that first one, they just pushed the pace of this. Now they get another.
The Nationals get a hold of the puck off the draw. Here's a blast. Big time stop there. Demko's going to hang on for a whistle here in the third.
Well, there's not much time left here as you get into the final 20 minutes. The game's close. A mistake now would be critical.
Ukraine's won the faceoff. Blast from the blue
tip.
line. And the stick, his best friend on that save right there.
Oh, well done by the goaltender here, James. He makes the
Get out of
save,
my way.
but he deflects
Jeez,
it away
just
at the
blocks
same
my
time.
shot, and that's probably the
Carries
chance
the puck
there
up
that
through
we...
center. Moves it to Schwartz. That's a solid check on the play. That'll do
Damn.
it. And man, oh man, what
Well,
a
we almost got
special
there.
night. Sagan's hat trick leads the way in this victory. Ray, your thoughts at ice level?
Goal scorers are supposed to score. He had...
Okay. So it's not looking too good. We got 3 wins in a row, and then we got 4 losses in a row, which is kind of what I was talking about earlier with the inconsistency of the way this game works a little bit. We should hopefully beat Calgary. Edmonton is a bit up in the air. Could be an overtime loss against them, and then Vancouver I think we should beat. Chicago should be a win. Florida might be a win. We'll see. And then we'll go right up to the trade deadline. So we should really have 3 to 4 of these be outright wins, maybe an overtime loss or 2, and then maybe 1 or 2 outright losses too. So far 2 wins outright, 1 loss to Vancouver, which was unexpected. But we should beat both these other teams. Yeah, we beat Chicago, so that's good. And we lost to Florida, okay. Let's take a look at the trade deadline. Let's see if there's anything we can do. See who's available first. I don't think there's really anything I want to do. I'm happy with the players we have, so... Okay. We should probably beat both these teams because I think the team is better than our record shows. But we'll see. A 10-3 loss, really? Wow. And then we beat Detroit in overtime. Okay, we got the most important month of the NHL season, March. This is where we need to get lots of our wins if we want to make the playoffs. We've got 30 wins, 25 losses, 9 overtime losses. Those OT losses, instead of being outright losses, will help us, but I'd rather some of those be just wins, to be honest. And we're losing to some teams that aren't that good, which isn't good. But we do have some difficult teams that we might not beat. We could beat, but we'll see how it goes. But some teams with pretty good records coming up, so I'm gonna sim until the Anaheim game, and then I'll take a look at how the players are doing, points wise and stuff like that. Okay, we got a couple wins in a row here. Alright. So 3 wins. A loss, 3 wins, and then a loss. So that's okay. I'll sim. This Anaheim team isn't very good. The Oilers are good, so I'll sim the Anaheim game. And we lost. This is what I mean. We can't lose to bad teams. That's what's killing us right now. Oh, we got Rossi leading the team in points again. Oh, we got Gerber with 33 goals. Is this his first 30-goal season? It looks like it. Awesome. 33 goals. Nice. And he's got a huge shooting percentage too. That's awesome. And then we got Duclair, Kirby Doc. Oh man, big minus players on the second line. That's not good. Oof, those minuses aren't good at all. Doesn't make a huge change. I still think Rossi should be on the first line anyways, so I think we're just gonna keep it as is. Oh, minus 11 for Girard. That's not a good sign. Although he's just putting up the points, he's got 20 goals. So Soderstrom's really not putting up the points though. Just a little disappointing. Same with Cedar. It's Girard who's putting out the points, but he's also a minus player. He's got no penalty minutes already so far, and we only have 12 games left. Okay, so Samsonov's got 24 wins now, so he's playing a little better. Hakkinen hasn't really played that many games, but he's only got 9 wins. So he's only winning less than half his games, which isn't very good. Let's take a look at the team stats to see if our power play and penalty kill improved at all. So we still have more goals against than we do goals. We are up there in power play goals though. And our power play percent got a lot better by 5%. That's pretty good. Shorthanded goals against are still only at 3, and we're like a month and a half or 2 months past when I looked last, so that's pretty good. Penalty kill got a little worse, unfortunately. And we have more shorthanded goals for, so that's not bad. We're better away than we are home, which is interesting. So we improved offensively, but we stayed the same or got a little worse defensively, so I don't think really any changes I'm going to make now are going to make a huge difference. So we're so late into the season. Just kind of have to run it as is. At this point we have to go on a bit of a winning streak if we want to make the playoffs, it looks like. And it looks like we're just going to go on a losing streak, I guess. With 1 win thrown in there. Oh, there's another win. And more losses. Yikes. Rossi's having himself a year though. Good for him. But yeah, I don't think we're making the playoffs. It looks like we're out already, so that's disappointing. A 9-2 loss, that's terrible. Alright, so this is going to be the last game for this franchise for a while, so I'll play some of it. I'll play the 3rd period. And there's the other Marco Rossi. That's funny. Alright, let's go. Let's jump into period number 3.
It's about to go down. Period number 3.
Right.
James Cebulski, Ray Ferraro.
Let's light them up. Got Marco Rossi versus Marco Rossi. Just fitting.
Period, we are underway. Well, we've got 2 periods under our belts to this point so far, Ray. How do you see things?
Ukraine's ahead in this high-chance, high-danger game. No use changing the way you're going to play now.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. 4-2 is the score. They take possession as he locks them up off the faceoff. Now a quick pass to Ryder.
James, he's only 1 goal away from the next plateau. He's really working the puck now.
Makes a move and the puck hops away from him.
There are times you try to do too much. He's got good hands, but maybe a more simple play's the right one there.
Stays with it. Great read by the keeper to poke it away.
Oh, cover that goalie.
Here's an offensive chance. Gives them nothing in front. Handles the pass from his goalie. Ukraine's across the blue line. Tip shot. Saved by the goaltender who stayed with it on the redirect.
How did that not go in the net?
Reflexes. You make 1, you make 2 stops before the puck is cleared away.
The setters will glide into the dot. Slides in off the wing after the centerman tied him up. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. Here he is, shot right in front. And he denied that opportunity. And he loses possession of the puck after trying to make 1 too many moves. With possession along the wall. Lets it go. Turns it away on the slap shot. Puck grabbed by LeBanc. Here's a shot. Oh, what a stop.
If you're going to leave a rebound, it might as well be 30 feet away from the net. That's a really good stop because the puck's out of danger.
Offside.
Offside the call, and we'll have a face-off
off to the sides.
Minnesota's failed to convert on scoring opportunities, and lots of them here in this 3rd period. Cirelli's won the draw. They go on the attack through center. Puts it up front, and that's picked off. Up along the wing. He got all of that one.
Yeah, as he got hit, his helmet bounced off his head. Man, they got to strap the bucket on tighter than that.
Slides the puck across. The Nationals take it across the line. Booming shot, and that goes off a player in front.
Oh, what?
And they'll be forced to tag up after that missed pass. Scooped up along the wall by Foot. Ukraine's got it against the boards. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Feeds it up ahead. Couldn't make that one happen. Takes the feed. Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession.
He's got good hands, but
there we go.
Scores! What a shot! Ukraine's taken a playbook out of the Ray Ferraro school of hockey here. Just be aggressive. Goal after goal.
Man, when you score, go get another one. You've got the other team down. Go get more. Because you make yourself feel better, you build your own confidence, and you put this thing on cruise control.
How do you miss that, Ray?
I don't know, but we all do. You're right in the scoring zone, and you don't even test the goalie.
Whiffs on that. Gains the zone from the right. Here's the pass. Knocked away. Ukraine's got the puck along the wall. Hammers a shot and a great save.
Oh, you guy missed
one of the group today for sure. It's not been very good from him all the way out.
No one home on that play. The Wild have possession along the boards. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Hammers a shot. That's blocked. Slides the puck over. Pass across to Ryder. Laying the body. Centering pass.
Bam. Texier scored a goal in the last game for a while. And he's got 20, nice. It's not very many goals for him. Usually it gets around 30, I think. But that's good.
11, 12, 13, something like that.
Who's counting, right?
No, yeah, I don't know. It's a good number.
With the steal.
Oh.
And he coughs it up with the pass. Here he is in close.
Oh, there's a nice.
Oh, what a play as he gets his own rebound and puts it in. Minnesota's back at center ice. They have a long way to go still here, though, Ray.
Yeah, get your scorers out there, James. Don't worry about the defensive end of the ice. You need goals.
Smart heads up play to intercept the pass. Receives the pass. Takes a shot. Stops him with a glove. The centermen glide into position. Minnesota's won the face-off deep in their own end. There's a collision. Inside of the final minute here in the third. Ukraine's got the puck inside the defensive
Oh, that was a bad
zone.
pass.
Here's a short pass to LeBanc. The Nationals move the puck in the defensive
dock.
zone. They've got the defense outnumbered. Sends it across.
Bam, there's a goal.
Scores! No chance for the puck stopper on that one. Ukraine's lamp-lighting performance continues here with another goal in the third.
They can walk home. They have dominated this third period. They've stretched the lead out into a really comfortable margin.
From one point man to another. Puck scooped up by Gerard. Scores! Oh, that
Can we
was
get
a
to 10?
beauty.
Oh, we got
Again, these guys are
26
gonna
seconds
get
left
Two goals
to
in
get
10
2
seconds.
goals.
This is where you want run time here in hockey, right?
This game can't end quick enough. They're getting pounded.
Oh,
Minnesota's looking to break out of their own end. Hammers them into the boards.
Puck carrier thought he could squeeze by. All of a sudden, the door closed.
Strong defensive effort. Move to the middle, and
Oh.
that's blocked.
Defenseman's in the way.
And the final horn sounds for this
Well,
one.
at least we ended on a good note with a big win.
The way in the victory, Ray.
Got himself into good position to shoot the puck tonight. He was in front of the net. He was a dangerous player all night long.
Okay, so let's go take a quick look at the stats before we finish this one off. Go here. See how everyone's seasons ended. Wow, look at that. Texier did not lead the team in points this year. Interesting. So our goals, Gerber with 37. Nice. Sorelli with 27. I believe he was playing on the third line most of the time. We got a defenseman up here with 20 goals. Rossi and Texier both with 20 goals. Yeah, Kopaka really dropped off again this year. I think he dropped off 2 years in a row. Let's look at his career. Oh no, he had a big year, but goals-wise, he had 3 years in a row with 25 or more goals, and and then he was the year after that, he was down to 11 goals, and then had a big year on assists, and then had 17 goals, and then this year again, he's only got 16 goals. And only 41 points, so it looks like he's really dropped. He is 31 now, so it's kind of expected for that to happen, but yeah. And then we'll take a look at assists. Who had the most assists on the team? Marco Rossi. assists, and he also led the team in points too, so good for him. We had 4 players with 70 or more points, and then we had 2 players at 60 or more. That's not bad. What's our best plus minus? Our best plus minus player is +1, which tells you how bad this team is defensively. Our worst plus minus is -17, which was a defenseman that I picked up in the offseason, which is kind of disappointing. Most penalty minutes we've got is 56 from Texier. Interesting. Yeah, his discipline isn't that high, so I mean, I guess that makes sense. Most shots? Gerber. Look at that. Wow. The next guy is 219. He's got 244. That's crazy. Best shooting percentage is Cirelli. Interesting. Most game-winning goals is Cirelli. Most power play goals is Duclair. Most power play points is Rossi. Shorthanded goals? Got Kopaka, Cirelli, and Mateos. Shorthanded points. Texier, Cirelli, Kopaka. Who's been on the ice the most? Soderstrom, so our top defenseman. I mean, that makes the most sense. Most minutes is probably Soderstrom too. Yeah, it's the exact same. Face-offs. Marco Rossi's won the most face-offs by a lot. Texier played center for about half the season, a little less than half the season, until I moved him to the wing and had put Rossi on top line center. But like, wow, 990 face-off wins, and he's just over 50%. Who's got the best face-off? Yeah, it's Rossi. Okay. Hits. Who's got the most hits? Texier's got the most hits, and surprisingly, Rossi has the 3rd most hits, and he's only 5'9", only 190 pounds, but he likes to hit. Block shots. Who's got the most blocks? Cedar. Most giveaways. Koryolev. Takeaways. Rossi. Well, Rossi's having an MVP type season with us. Fights. Koryolev and Doc both fought once. Not a lot of fights. How did our goalies do? Probably not that great. So Haken at least was over 1 more than he lost. Samsonov lost 2 more than he won. Plus 8 overtime losses and 1 shutout. Yeah, that's it for that. So I'll save this. And then what I'm going to do is kind of start a bit of a preview for the new franchise mode I'm going to do. So I think what the next franchise mode I'm going to do is going to be the Edmonton Oilers. I'm going to try and turn them into a winning team. I mean, I know it's a bit of a cop-out because they already have Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, but there is cap. I'm going to put the cap on. I'm going to put injuries on. Oh no, maybe I won't do injuries. Those always end up ruining things. Unless there's a way to have injuries down. There is though, so I think I'll do that. I'll turn injuries down, not off. So I'll kind of start it, but not say many games, just as a bit of a preview. And I've already made jerseys, so you'll get to see those. So go to Creation Zone. What I'm gonna do first actually is download the newest rosters. And then we will go to Creation Zone, where I believe the only thing I've done is... Oh, it says I have no... Oh, it's because I did the new rosters. That's the problem. That's okay, I'll just do it again. I know what I did. I did it last night, so I'll just do it again. Or no, I didn't do it last night. I did it a couple days ago, but that's okay. Okay, so we'll go Creation Zone. We'll create the team again. All I did was do the jerseys, so that's not a big deal. I think I even have a picture of it somewhere. So I can just copy it exactly. It took me some time to figure it out too, so... Just trying to find the picture real quick. I guess I could just go to media. That would make it quicker, wouldn't it? Why is this taking so long for me to find? Guess I did it longer ago than I thought. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oops. Okay. Anyways, so let's do the name, get all that going. They're gonna be the Oilers. I'm not gonna change their identity, I'm just changing their jerseys. Edmonton. Team nickname, I guess Oil. Play-by-play name Oilers. If that's even on here, it should be, because it's in the game, so... yeah, it is. Should I be funny and do like old timers or something? Abbreviation Edmonton EDM. Arena name. I don't even know what they're. I think it's Rogers. I think it's also Rogers Arena or Rogers Place. Let me look this up real quick. Edmonton Oilers. Arena. Rogers Place. Okay, I was right. Goalie uses team colors. Yes. Team prestige. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go high because of their history. Market size. I'm gonna go medium. Local fan base is hardcore, I'd say. National fan base is probably, I'd say, devoted because of their history. Local popularity, I would say elite or high. I'll do high. I don't want to do too high. Although they are a Canadian team, so let's do elite. National popularity, I'll do high because of McDavid. I'll do all their concessions and stuff up because they have a brand new building. And I think that's all I can do on this one. Logos and branding, so I went with that third oil drop logo that they had in the early 2000s. From the vintage section, this one. And then what I did was, let's first, before I do the colors, let's make our primary colors the proper colors as well. So what I did was they didn't have the right blue, so I had to borrow from Buffalo's blue to make it the proper dark navy that Edmonton's current third jerseys are, which is what I did. I'm making essentially their current third jerseys colors, but with this oil drop logo, because I think that's better than using their current logo. I think this oil drop logo could be improved upon, and that's why I did it in these colors. So that blue, Buffalo blue. And then I went to the Oilers for the orange, because that's the orange that they use, obviously. It's such a vibrant orange. depending on what screen you're looking at, sometimes it looks red almost. And then for the other color, I just did, I think, Edmonton's other color that they have on here. The silver. I don't think I put any of the silver on the jerseys, but I did put some of it on the logo. And when I say I did, I mean the game automatically does when I do apply team colors. Because I think that looks perfect. I don't need to make any changes to that. It looks great already. And so we'll keep that. That'll be the primary logo. I'll do Edmonton's current logo as one of the secondary logos. And I'll do it in the nice the way that they have it on their current alternates. I think it's just all orange, is it not? I'll look it up. Yeah, it's just all orange with the blue background, so it's essentially the opposite of what this one is. So this is orange. This is orange, or is it? I feel like there's a line missing on the... They took a line out or something like that. Or maybe they made this blue? Oh, you know what? I think they did. It's just, they made it the same color. And then this one's orange. Oh no, wait. How did they do that? I think they just changed the logo a little bit so that it fits. But I think for it to look more like that logo that they have, it has to be, this has to be blue, and then this has to be orange, and then this has to be blue. Oil drop is orange as well. There we go. I wonder if it would look better if the oil drop was either white or silver, but I'm not gonna mess with it. That's how it looks. That's how it looks. And then for another third logo, do they have any other thirds for Edmonton on here? I don't think they do. I think that's the only one, because those are the, as far as I remember, that's like really the only logo they've had in their history is those two logos. I could do some alternate, some fancy alternate of some kind with this one. Do something with the, what is it, the Oil Kings or something like that. Oh, the Tulsa Oilers, I see. I mean, I could do the coloring so that the Tulsa part doesn't show up. And it would be an Oilers alternate of some kind. Do like that, and this could be dark blue. also be the dark blue. And then that could be, what, silver? Just kind of get the texture of the guy's face. And then that could also be silver. Maybe it'll be orange. Maybe it'll look better orange. And then the hat. That seems like too much silver. But also that looks like a lot of orange. And you could just do this part of the hat blue. No, that looks dumb. We do that part orange. And then this part can be just blue. I think that might look a little better actually. And then I don't even know what this line thing is supposed to be for, but I'll do it in orange, I guess. And this, that's just the mark on the puck. And then the puck. And then that part. Okay, so what we can do for this is make this orange. And then the Tulsa part is separate, so I can make the Tulsa part orange so that it doesn't even show up. And it just looks like an underlining the Oilers part. And then the Oilers part can be, I don't even know, silver, orange. Maybe that looks okay. Just like a lot of orange. A lot of orange. We'll come back to this. It's not as important. It's just an alternate logo. I can change it whenever. We'll go to team uniform. The next most important part. So this will hopefully be quick because I did it already once. So I think the jersey I ended up going with was it this one? No. Was it this one? Possibly? No, it wasn't that one. It was two stripes. Oh, maybe it was this one. It was like this one, except I could make the bottom of the jersey a color too. Oh, it was this one. I believe it was this one. Let's do the colors. No orange shoulders, please. Make the logo on the back orange. Make the stripes orange. The front, I believe we went with blue. And then this part was also blue. And then this part was orange. And that part's orange already, and then the laces were orange. Logo on. Look at that. Nice and clean. And then we'll put the other one on the shoulder. throwback. And then I believe the font I went with was something like this. Was it this one? Maybe it was that one. I think it was that one. What does this one look like? Let's go with that one for now. Can always change it. And then we just went with all orange, I believe, to match the current jerseys that the current alternates that they have. What are we looking at right now? Oh, that part. Yeah, see, like that orange on the helmet inside of the yellow, or the inside of the white, it looks red almost. It could be red. It's just so vibrant because it's such a small space. And that C looks awesome on there too. That looks awesome. That looks so good. I think, to be quite honest, I think this Oilers logo is patch quality. I'm not saying it's a terrible logo, I just think it's shoulder patch quality. It should be on the shoulder. And the Oilers should use something like this oil drop logo as their main logo. Okay, so the jersey part is done. Now for the pants. I believe they go with... yeah, they go with blue. They go with the same theme that they've gone with for everything else. The only jersey, or the only uniform they go with orange pants is their alternate, or their reverse retros, which are away jerseys. Shout out to me are unfortunate. I don't really like them that much. I think they would look good if there's a really thin orange stripe on the side, which I don't think the Oilers have on their alternates, but I'm gonna do it because I think it's gonna look good. Just add to that subtle orange that they're doing, orange and navy blue. I think that adds to it, really. And then we'll add a logo, because that's what they do. They added a logo to the right side. So I'll just do that as well. Alright, so there's the jersey and the pants. We'll go with the socks now. The socks, they went with to match the jersey, they went with two thin lines, which I believe is what this one is. And then just it's pretty easy the way they did it because it's mostly two-tone. It is only two-tone. The only other tone that is on this is what I added, which was the other logo that I don't think would look great in two tones, but now that I'm thinking about it, it might, and that could be what the alternate looks like. Now that I'm thinking out loud a little bit. But see, the only thing that I don't like is that I couldn't find a jersey that matches their current alternate jersey where the two stripes are closer together. But I was also in a bit of a rush. So let's see if we can maybe find it. if there's one that exists. Like it could, those lines are too thin though, I think. At first I thought it was going to be this jersey, but then I realized that the sides have the stripes and I don't want that at all. Could be this, but I don't think you can get rid of the other two lines that I don't want on there. Oh, this might be good. Although on the Oilers jersey, the bottom of the jersey only has one stripe, so it doesn't work for me. It's like this, but has the bottom. No, those lines aren't close together enough either. This would be interesting. The Tampa Bay alternate logo. Yeah, see, that one doesn't work either. That's not how it looks. That would be the closest, but it's the one stripe on the arms. I'm gonna quickly try and see if this might be the one where you just kind of manipulate which stripes you see. Nope, they're all one. Oh, maybe that's... That's interesting, because this is very close to what Edmonton's alternate jersey is. The way the striping works. If I make this one orange, and then make this one blue, that looks pretty close, although the stripes are too thick. Yeah, I don't like how thick those stripes are. I think we're just gonna go with this one. Looks the closest, and I like how it looks, so. This needs to be blue. Yeah, there we go. That looks the best in my opinion, so that's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, that looks sharp. Okay, now we gotta change the gloves and helmets. Oh no, we're not doing orange. What am I doing? We are not doing orange. We're doing blue. wonder, let me... Yeah, I think they made the logo, the glove logo orange, which is a nice touch. Fits the rest of the uniform. Oh no, that's the logo. Gotta make that orange. Right, and then I'll make the full logo orange. I don't know why those ones aren't next to each other, but look at that, that looks beautiful. Even if you're not an Oilers fan, you have to admit that this looks really nice and clean. The only thing that I'm struggling with as I think about it is what would the away jersey look like? Just trying to think of what a good away jersey would look like. Would it just be like the arms are still all blue and then the middle is white, like what some teams like to do? Oh yeah, goalie equipment. Let's just do apply team colors, and then I'll just, all the white parts, I'll do the dark blue. And the black parts too. We'll leave some white. Like, we'll make sure that the logos, like the CCM logo, doesn't get covered because I make both of them blue or something. Like that right there, I won't make blue. I'll make this part blue. That'll leave white. And that part I'll make orange. That part I'll make orange. That part I will make orange. And that part I'll make blue. There we go. The blocker, pretty much do the same thing. All the white parts, most of the white parts will be blue. Add a little bit of orange where needed. Black part will be blue. This part will be blue. That will be blue. That will leave white. That I don't really care about. That we will make blue. That we will make orange so it stands out more. That will stay orange. That we will make orange. That we will make orange. And that we will make blue. And then pads. Same thing. This part's gonna be blue. We'll leave that part white as well. That'll be orange. That'll be orange. Orange. And you guessed it, orange. And then that we will make blue. Okay, they're not the nicest looking, but they fit with the rest of the parts. And then the goalie stick. And then we'll just make the stick make this part blue and the little part orange. I think that'll look better. Yeah, that looks way better. Maybe make that part silver. Yeah, that looks better too. Perfect. Okay, so that's the home. For the away, it's gonna be interesting. I think for the jerseys I chose for the home, the style, I think they allow for the arms to be separate from the rest of the jersey. Separate color. So this might work. Go that route. That's the only thing I'm not quite sure is how you do two-tone and then you have to do an away jersey. Because orange doesn't look great when it's just orange and white. And that's kind of what I think we'd be stuck with, is having the orange stripes on the white jersey. Just trying to think here. Because I don't think this looks good. The stripes on the arms with the blue and then one stripe on the bottom with the white. I need to find a jersey that gives you a little more freedom with customization. Like this one, possibly. I just don't want those shoulder stripes. That's a little too much for me. This this might work. Don't know if I like the collar though. Yeah, I don't know if I like the shoulder and arms look as much as I thought I would. I wonder if we go with this. This might work. Not this jersey, because it allows you to do shoulders and then half the arms. That might work actually. If I get rid of this arm and make it white. And what else does it let you do? Let's see, the back will be orange. This will be orange. Oh, but it doesn't let you do, it lets you do the cuffs, but it doesn't let you do another stripe on the bottom of the jersey, which I think I would want to be blue if there's only going to be one stripe. So that's the only thing there, and I can make this part blue as well. It's decent looking, but it's not ideal. Let's see. We could do a more plain, and it's just blue stripes, less orange, and then we can still do the numbers orange maybe. Make this blue. This blue. Don't want too much orange. And that part orange as well. I think that looks pretty good. Make that. If I make that one orange and then the other one blue, would that work? No, I think this looks best as is. I believe it's the Pittsburgh Penguins jersey like style, but I think this works. Let's figure out the font. Probably just gonna go with the same font that we used. This one. And then I don't know if we're gonna go blue or orange. What if we go orange? Do the opposite of what it just did and do orange with the blue outline? Because it's on white and orange is a bit crazy on the eyes if you go just straight on white like that. And I think the name can stay blue And then jerseys on the, or the numbers on the arms can stay blue. Just fully blue. And then the numbers on the helmets can stay blue as well. Anyways, so that's what I came up with the away jersey. We're gonna end the stream here. So that's the home jersey and the uniform. The home jersey and the full uniform, nice and clean looking. Having a little bit of trouble with the away jersey, but I think that's gonna be the away jersey, and then we'll figure out the rest of the uniform once we do the next stream where we get into actually doing the franchise mode. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming. Thank you Bling Bubble for stopping by and chatting a little bit. I hope you have a good stream, and I'll probably talk to you during your stream. So everyone who's here, if you don't already, follow Bling Bubble, give her a follow, and she's going to stream in an hour or so, I believe. She said 3 to 4 hours an hour or two ago, so she'll be on soon. Put your notifications on so you know when she's online, and I think we're just gonna go off. I'm not gonna raid today, but thank you everyone for coming, and be sure to keep an eye out for when I do come online again, so we can do this franchise mode with the Edmonton Oilers. So thank you everyone, and I'll talk to you later.